convertible, that happens, right? So yeah, I am here, cruising down the QE2, heading back. I am gonna be, well, like, where I was coming from. It was Roy Markos' birthday party today, although his actual birthday isn't until tomorrow. But, you know, party today, because it's, you know, Sunday. And then, I might see him again tomorrow, actually, because they might stop by at Sunbury. We'll see for sure. But, yeah, it's a really good time, to be honest. Like, chat with him and everybody else, you know, and met a bunch of new people, and some stuff that, you know, I might get to film in the future. Like, some really rare cars, actually. Like, one of them, actually, oh, why can't I remember her name? One of the girls that I met there, she actually drove it out there to his birthday party, which was a 67? I think it was 67 Parisienne two-door. Really cool car, to be honest. And, you know, you don't see them in a two-door very often, but yeah, I mean, I love Fox bodies too. Like, you know, like when I was younger, I couldn't care less about a Fox Mustang, but, you know, as I've gotten older, I've really gotten a big appreciation for them. So, yeah, you know, I just decided, let's do something a little different, because every other time I've done this trip, you know, excluding the last time, lately, I've been live on TikTok, and it broke down both times live on TikTok. So maybe YouTube will be better for that. But you know, the car's running pretty good, although it developed a slight miss. So I might just need to, I just have to go over the whole car, like just under the hood, make sure everything's all tight and whatever else under there. Not a big deal. I just didn't do that today because I'm just so damn tired, and I'll just deal with it as it is. So, and it's really not the end of the world. Like, yeah, because you know, there's gonna be teething issues with this new 302 in it, obviously, and the stuff like that just pops up. So again, it's not a big deal, right? Oh god, my hair is just such a mess. I should have brushed it before I left, because I bought a hairbrush specifically to have in this car for, you know, if I want to make myself more presentable with, you know, after having the top down. So that was the whole purpose of buying that today. And like, yeah, and Fox bodies, the one thing is, I never really got when I was younger, and then now I absolutely love, especially the 4Eyes. The Arrow is not as much, but I can still appreciate a 4Eye, or an Arrow, I should say. But the 4Eyes are just where it's at for me. Yeah. So I hope you all are having a fantastic weekend. And in the States, you know, it's Memorial Day weekend, so there's that. And also to all the veterans, thank you for your service. Yeah, so right now, literally, I'm just driving the car down the QE2 here. Yeah. It's one of these things, like, I am really tired, but, I need to get home tonight. It's just one of these deals. Because I might be selling a car tomorrow, so I gotta be home tonight. Because the Cherokee, which, actually, if you haven't seen that video, you can go check it out if you want to. There's an XJ Cherokee that I'm selling currently. And I had a phone call with a guy earlier. He's very interested in the car. I you know, told him the information. Like, to be honest, it's kind of nice when people watch the videos that I do on these cars, because it really makes a big difference. Like, to be honest, selling a car, when you have a video attached to it, it's a big plus, because there's a lot of people that, especially if you don't happen to live in a big city or anything like that, you're out in the country like I am, that they'll feel more inclined to actually come out and check it out. pointed out all the flaws. I mentioned that it reeks of cigarettes in the car, and that it's still quite dirty, whatever else, inside. So, you know, and then it's missing a rear drive shaft, and that it's missing and the rear pinion is leaking. So, other than that, though, it's pretty good. Although I neglected to mention the tires, but I think, no, I did mention the tires actually, that they didn't hold air for very long. So, yeah, in my ad, but or at least not in the ad. I think I said that in the video, not the ad. So, you know, and I'm getting some lowball offers on the car, you know, $500, $700, whatever else. And it's just one of these deals where I could sell it for, you know, maybe around that, but don't offer it to me through text. Come to me in person, and, you know, maybe we can make a deal that way, typically. And that's one thing that I will mention. If you're going to go buy a vehicle and you don't have their asking price and you want to knock it down, cash talks. Like, money does talk. Because there are times when you can get a smoking deal on something because you have money in hand, right? Now, that's not to say that it'll work every time for you. But there are times where it can. And, like, and I know that I'll take less money for a vehicle if there's cash right now, right? So yeah, but as long as I still get my margins on stuff that I'm wanting to make, I'm good. So yeah, like on that thing, you know, like I'm hoping for close to $1,000 on it, but realistically, you know, like I said, money talks. And yeah, like it was. Oh, sorry. I am just so tired. Like, yeah. Long day. Long day. Because I got up at, actually it was a little later. I got up at about 11 o'clock in the morning. I was able to finally sleep in for once. It's kind of nice. But then that meant I had to do a couple other things quicker. Like, you know, I had to get up, get dressed, all that different stuff. And I needed to check over a couple things in the car, make sure it was good. Then away we went. Because normally I don't actually check the cars when I leave. I just get in and go. But because of this thing's sort of spotty history, that, oh, is that freaking billboard? That is. There is a Flat Earth Canada billboard that I'm looking at right now. Oh my god. I saw that last summer, but I only saw it once. And every time I've driven the QE2 since, it's been nighttime, so you can't see it. So seeing that billboard is just freaking hilarious. Because, yeah, it's literally, you know, if you've ever heard of the Flat Earth Society, which literally they think that the Earth is flat, it's ridiculous, I know. But it's just, oh my god. The fact that I found advertising in the wild for it is fan-frickin-tastic. So yeah, I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew I would have had to see that. Which, if you want to check that out, if you happen to be on the QE2, it is slightly north. You have to be going southbound to see it. But it's just slightly north of the 482B exits going to Wetaskiwin and Camrose. But yeah, that's just, oh my god, that just makes me laugh. Thank you. And I mean, like, I am not too tired. Like, I am tired, but I'm not, like, driving, like, completely exhausted. So, I always, whenever I drive, I I make sure that I'm not going to be falling asleep. I never drive overtired. And, I mean, is this legal? I don't know the legalities actually of this. It's probably illegal what I'm doing right now, because it would be considered distracted driving, yes. But the one thing is, actually, chats like this would, like, being able to just read your quick little chats at times actually helps me kind of stay awake a little bit, and it makes me focus on something. Because, like, yeah, I can listen to the radio too and stuff like that, but I'm not doing that currently, obviously. So, yeah, and why is it light here? I mean, I don't know, this is Alberta. I am south of Edmonton at the moment. It is currently 9:13 p.m. Well, actually, it's a little later than that. That clock is off in my car. So it's basically, it's before, you know, it's around 9:15, right? So, but yeah, like, I'm tired, but I'm not, like, overtired, you know? So yeah. And, I definitely appreciate everybody coming on the live stream. We have 7 viewers, that's awesome. Because, yeah, I mean, I've done stuff like this before. Like, and one thing that I want to try and figure out here, because I don't know, there's something a little weird, which I think I can do it, because the one thing is, doing Nova Taz's live streams, right? Like, because I've been in a few of his live streams, obviously. He's a good friend of mine, which his name is Sean, actually. Well, that would, to be honest, sunset and sunrise in different areas are different, and when it gets dark and when it gets light, so, even though you're in Cali, right? Temperature is fine right now, like, in the car. It's, a tad higher than I like, but it's still in a good zone, so, you know, I'm always watching, though, the gauges. Like, oil pressure is, again, in a normal range, but a little higher than it normally is. So, it's just stuff that I gotta watch. That's all. And I just want to make sure that this car will be good, because right now, I don't have my regular rescue. What I mean by that is, my buddy Keith, he just picked up a car in Stettler, and he's on his way back now. Like, we're not even going to pass each other on the highway, unfortunately, because he's taking a different highway. Like, he's not taking the number 2. I wish he was, because I would love to just see it on the highway. Like, he'd probably be looking for me, I'd be looking for him, right? And, you know, we just kind of wave as we go past. I can do is, if I get pulled over, I can just hit the button, right? So, and like, and you know, and it's funny because just seeing that stupid idiot's comment there, it's like, if you're gonna be here being a freaking weird simp, you just get hidden from the channel. It's that easy, because yeah, I'm wearing a pink hoodie that's actually very freaking dirty and stuff like that. Like, you think this is sexy? No, it's not. I can understand if I was wearing something a little more risque or something, but I'm not. It's a freaking hoodie. And underneath this, hey, look at that. It's a tank top with a sports bra. And I'm wearing, like, leggings. Like, it's not... This isn't a sexy outfit. This is just me being comfortable. Freaking... boys, I tell you. Because that's not men, that's boys. You know, that's why I'm part of the a car group called No Boys Left. Because of stupid shit like that. Amongst other things. But yeah, because like the one thing is, because like dash mounts and stuff like that here in, at least where I am in Alberta, they are legal to have. Yo, exactly, like, you know, it's just so stupid. But yeah, like, getting into the legality of this, like, I know you're allowed to have a dash mount for your phone. I don't believe you're allowed to live stream. So, you know, there's that. Yeah, and I mean, I see those comments. I usually get them more on TikTok than here on YouTube, but you know what? The guy wants to be that way, that's fine. Actually, I need to unplug my phone. Because that was kind of a pain in the butt to try and get him gone. It took a minute. Because that's the one thing. When you guys see me do that, it means I'm actually getting rid of a comment. So, yeah. You know, I just decided why not do a little bit of a live stream and just, you know, talk about the day and what's going on with the cars and whatnot, which is like, yeah. Yeah, because I normally have moderators. Like, I have moderators for the channel, but they're usually not in here. And like, that is a moderator on here. I don't know what happened to him, because he still posts videos and whatever else on his channel, but I haven't seen him in the comments on any of my videos or anything, or, you know, any interaction even at all. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Like, did he unsubscribe from me or whatever, and, you know, just didn't say anything? I don't know. But no, it's fine. It's disappointing, but it's fine. Like, he used to be in, like, he would watch every single one of my videos, and he would be in the like every single live stream of mine too. So it's just it happens. It's unfortunate, but oh well. And also, I will say, if you haven't hit that like button, please do, because every little bit helps my channel grow and to give you guys further content. Yeah, I mean, it's all good. If there is some stuff that pops up, I'll just deal with it as it comes. It's not the end of the world. Because the one thing is, well, if you look, because, okay, I'm on the QE2. This is my view, which is actually kind of doom and gloom. Yeah, but the one thing is, like, the QE2, for the most part, it's a pretty straight road. There's a couple of bends and hills and whatnot, sure, but there's not really much for anything like that. See, and like, and that's the one thing where I find that kind of interesting, because really, there are so many different automotive channels and whatnot, and like, I don't find it weird, and I don't think many people do. Like, I think you're in the minority on that one. But I mean, that's fine. Like, if you did do videos, you know, that would be cool. But yeah. And like, and I won't give, you know, like, and what I'm doing is, like, technically, am I speeding? Just a tad. But as you can tell by the cars blowing past me, I'm not the fastest one on the road, and that kind of looks like he was almost falling asleep at the wheel. Now, I could be wrong, but that's a little concerning. I'll have to keep an eye on that truck. So, yeah, like right now I'm doing 115-ish. My speedometer's off. I have tested this, but, yeah, well, okay, I'm curious. So, that's not the same person as before, was it? Because I hit them. Oh, Oh, this freaking idiot again. You know? Yeah, well, I was just looking really quick. There we go. Because unfortunately, you can't actually ban people on YouTube. You can on TikTok, you can block them, but on YouTube, they don't actually give you that option to actually do that. You can hide them from your channel, but that's like temporary. It'll actually be like, the thing is, that person on my next one will likely do it, so. Yeah, oh, exactly. And like, I don't have cruise control on this car. This car was originally equipped with cruise control, but that was deleted, which I want to put it back in. And I'll have to figure out how to do that, because I absolutely want to. Like, I have the steering wheel and everything. Yeah, but to be honest, I have seen it to where I have physically, like, you know, remove people from streams, whatever else like that, and then a little while later, I'll see them again, and don't you dare temperature gauge. Don't you frickin', no, don't do this to me now. Okay, next rest stop, I'm gonna have to pull over, I think, unless that goes back down. Temperature gauge is getting quite high. To heat full blast. And let off the throttle a little bit. Yeah, like the one thing is, I don't want to pull over here. Because, and I know this gauge lies to me. I do know that. You know, it's just one of these deals, but I always gotta be worrisome when it does this, because like the other day, you know, it looked like the needle was just about pegged when I started the car, and it was fine. Like, if your needle is actually that far, it's not gonna be that easy to start your car, if it would even start at all. So yeah, I'm not seeing any steam or anything like that, so that's good. Because one thing is, because these gauges are stupid. I really should get an aftermarket gauge. And, you know, like, just to know what it's actually doing. Because this gauge is not calibrated properly. I already know that. Because, like, my inline 6 gauge is calibrated properly. 100%, and I already know that. Like, I could, not that I'm actually going to do that, but I could swap the clusters and see where they're at, but, like, why would I do that? Because that's just a pain in the butt to swap clusters like that. Like, I should just buy an aftermarket gauge and put it somewhere. Yeah, oh, exactly. Like, that's one thing. Is it overheating? No, it's just really hot. Or at least that's what the gauge is saying. But the one thing is, I know the sensor is fine. Only reason why I know the sensor is fine is because it did this with the V6 in it too. It read really high on the gauge, and it would sort of creep up at times. So, yeah. It's just, it is a little annoying that way. But yeah, like I said, I am trying to find a spot where I can pull off that's safe. Because I just want to make sure that this thing's going to be okay. And to be honest, I actually wouldn't leave it idling. I'd probably shut it off, just so that it cools off a bit. But yeah. Okay, so there is... I wish I could find an actual rest area, but I'm not seeing that. I'm just seeing the turnoff for Rimby here. So, which is ironic that it seems to, within this sort of area, it likes to kind of pull off. Yeah, no. You see, I don't want to pull off there because then I go off an exit and stuff like that. No, I need an actual rest area. Or at least a big enough shoulder to where I can make it work. So, because it's so weird hearing that, because sometimes the wind will kind of catch the top a little bit in one spot, and it makes this kind of weird, I don't know, like almost like a smacking sound. And so it just did that twice, and I'm like, I always worry that, you know, something's breaking when it does that, but it's actually not. They're just convertible tops is what they do. And as you can tell, it's not the quietest thing in the world in here. So yeah. Like, cause the seals on the top need to be replaced. Which, oh man. Okay, where is a frickin' rest stop? Like, I think the gauge is just lying to me right now. Because, like, there's still plenty of heat coming out of the stuff, whatever else, you know, and, well, I mean, obviously we do that, but... Oh, see, I could do that, yeah. No, that does make sense, actually. I could just do that. And at the very least, just, you know, run it that way. And I don't know why Jones retracted his statement. You know, I'm doing fine, to be honest. Like, I mean, I'm a little worried about my temperature gauge being the way it is, but you know, that's how old cars go. Look, I'm thinking the gauge is just lying to me, because it's, don't get me wrong, it's not pegged or anything, but if you know Fox body gauges, basically it says cold, hot, like C, H, and then normal for the bulk of the gauge. And the thing is, right now on normal, it's at the L on normal. So yeah. I mean, well, Jacqueline, the last time this thing gave me cooling issues on the highway, it was because the thermostat stuck closed, right? And there was nothing to indicate that that happened, because it has a 180 thermostat in it right now. So like, and because the thermostat stuck closed, the lower rad hose blew off that was like the 4th or 5th time that happened, so I just ended up replacing that lower rad hose again. See, now, the one thing is with thermostats, because there's a common misconception. There are people that'll say, oh yeah, if you're not going to run your car in the winter, just pull the thermostat. And it's like, that is bad. No, and actually, here we go. I just found myself a rest stop. Actually, I think this is the lot where I broke down last time. So do not do the same thing to me again. Or, do not do the same thing to me. Because the last time, yeah, I think it was here. Oddly enough. So, I'm just gonna sit here. You know, just stop. Throw it in park. And shut it off. So, the only thing I will do is, I'll keep the gauges working, but I'm actually going to go underneath the hood and pull the fuel pump fuse really quick. So, just give me 1 second. there we go. That is the fuse to the fuel pump. So I can actually have it, I'm not sure if they actually stopped to help or if they are just stopping in general, because there's somebody in front as well. But, you know, because right now, like, I'll show you guys what's going on right now. Because, like, okay, this is... Actually, that's about where it was before. So, if you look at... Sorry. See the temperature gauge of where it's sitting? Like, that's quite high. So, I just want this thing to kind of cool off. And be okay. So, you know, if it cools off and it's fine, cool. But this is going to take a minute. Although it is getting cooler outside, so it shouldn't take terribly long, but, you know, actually I'm going to turn off my lights for now. And, yeah, no, so they didn't stop to help. The guy is going to go take a leak in the bushes. That's what happened there. So, yeah, and it's slowly coming down, but... I mean, actually, that does make sense. I could throw the fuel pump fuse back in it. But, like, the one thing is, I didn't want... Because it makes sense. It's not actually getting hotter. It is coming down slowly but surely. Like, I could throw it in and I can watch the gauge. I just don't want it to freaking blow again. Because it did this last time. I pulled over. You know, it was all fine. I left it running for a bit, and that's when it blew. So I'm a little gun shy of when it gets hot to keep it running, you know? Because realistically, with this big rad in it, it should never overheat. Ever, right? So, and the water pump's fine. Like, you know what? I will... Because that's ignition there. Yeah, it's still at the same spot. So let me throw the fuse back in it, and we'll go from there. See where she's at. God, I don't like it doing that, because I think it's just the gauge lying to me. Because, like, there is pressure in all the hoses. I just felt them all, and they're all still quite warm. And look at that. See, I think it just needed to be shut down for a bit and come back, because now still a tad higher than I like, but that's okay. Yeah, oh, exactly. Like, to be honest, that was not hot enough for any issues. And look at that. Now the temperature is back down again. So, we can set off again. So, you know, oh, God. And I see a freedom convoy, dude. Like, oh God, I hate those people. go, just like that. We're back on the road again. So just a quick little pit stop, make sure everything's good, and it's fine. To be honest, I don't think that's what it is, because like, I drove here with that same sort of speed. Now, I will say this though. It's not a 6-volt sensor. Like, it's... Because those sensors are identical, whether it is a... Yeah, that is the exact same one that blew up last time. Because that is the road thing, so... That's the actual turn-off there. Oh, God. So... Yeah, that's frightening. But, yeah, like I said, I think this is the gauge, because I think it's the calibration of the gauge that's just giving me fits. And the only reason why I say that is, oh, is there? I guess it rained up here, because I'm noticing some rain coming off the dude's tires up there. Actually, I want to turn on the heat a little bit. There we go. I only had the heat cranked because of, you know, trying to cool the car off. I still want a little bit of the heat, because it's still a little chilly. Like, it's not super cold or anything like that. Yes, it is. This is the original gauge cluster of the car. So, you know, like, and this doesn't give me accurate temperatures, right? It's just, it literally says normal for the gauge. So, yeah, ooh. Yeah, so it is, yeah, so it definitely rained. Oh, yeah. Because you can see, well, if I flip the camera around here, you guys will see this. Like, you can see that guy, he's in a G35 up there. I don't know if you can see that properly, but there is a bunch of water coming off the back of his vehicle. It's because it rained through here. And I mean, yeah, to be honest, this gauge is from 1986, so like I said, it could just be a bad calibration of the gauge. Yeah, like, this is direct, I believe. This goes straight to, like, because the wiring harness is, you know, obviously connected where it is. Because there's just a little sensor on top of the intake. And those sensors, yeah, because I don't think they're 6. I'm pretty sure they're 12 volt. For sure. And yeah, that goes straight back to the cluster, so... Yeah, although one thing that would be nice to figure out is why does my tach not work? Because ever since we put the MSD in it, yeah, it's one wire. And then that one wire goes back into the wiring harness and comes back to the gauge. So... unzip my hoodie a little bit, if I can, without being dangerous about it. I'm not taking my hoodie off, although that'd be kind of nice too, but, you know, because, okay, turn off the heat. I'm gonna have to cycle through having heat and not having heat at the same time, so, yeah. There we go. That. Open it up a little bit. Sorry about that. Seemed to have lost connection there for a brief second. And like, yeah, like like, cause this car was obviously originally a V6, 3.8 V6. It had the central fuel injection, what they called it, CFI. And it still has a lot of that sort of original wiring, although we did chop off a bunch of it. Basically, everything pertaining to the EFI we chopped off. And any of the smog stuff we chopped off. But there's nothing else. So, there still is the, because on the heads of this, there's a crossover pipe. It's still there. Like, I'd be tempted to chop that, but to be honest, like, and just, you know, grip it, weld it, call it good. But, you know, I'll just leave them for now, obviously. Like, I don't really want to tear into this thing too much. Just because, you know, right now, because, I mean, obviously my other car is, well, back there. Oh, God. I just want to show you guys something. So, look at how ugly that is looking ahead of me. I seriously hope this is not another one of those trips where there is just so much fucking rain that I can barely see. And it is raining up there, I can see that. So, it's kind of a beautiful sight to a certain extent, but it's not, you know, ideal. So yeah, it's just one of those deals. And, you know, what can you do, right? Because no matter what, I'll drive through the rain. If it gets too bad, I'll pull over. If it's bad rain, which I don't think it is, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Because guaranteed, I'm going to be driving through it. Just because of where it is by the looks of it. It looks to be about 30 or 40 kilometers that way, potentially a little further than that, where the rain is actually falling. So, yeah. I don't know. Like, and yeah, I knew it was supposed to potentially rain. They weren't really saying how bad it was going to be. But, so with any luck, hopefully this isn't a bad drive. You see, and you might be able to hear that when it does that, when the wind just catches the top ever so slightly and does a little smack noise. No worries. No worries. Don't worry. I'll be happy. So I'm not even sure how far I am from home at the moment. But I am glad that I pulled over just to check everything out and make sure it was okay. Because yeah, like it was warm. It wasn't like, because yeah, those hoses would have been like super freaking hot and I wouldn't have been able to touch them had they, it actually was overheating, so. That's something I always forget about that, to be honest, whenever I have a car that's overheating on me. And which, that's the one thing, me and cooling systems don't get along. There's always something. Now see, in this car, the one thing is, if it starts raining, as long as it's not bad rain, like if it's really heavy rain, it actually starts to leak through the top. So, that's something that I do have to watch with this car. And, yeah, because it does leak a little bit of water inside. Oh, God, I need to go to the bathroom, too, but I don't want to pull over. I just want to keep driving. Because, yeah, it is coming up on 10 o'clock now here. And it's still a little light outside, actually. You know, it's getting darker, but it's not there yet. Like, yeah, and I'll keep y'all sort of updated, like, with stuff. But yeah, like, oh God, I wish this thing got better gas mileage than it does. Because the gas mileage it gets is dreadful with that 302. Because I get right around like 350-ish kilometers per tank, maybe a little higher than that. I knew it wasn't going to be good, but I expected better than that. But yeah, like I'm not at a point, like I said, with my tiredness of like, just completely like doing that sort of thing, right? I'm tired, but I'm not completely exhausted. No, here we go. Some rain starting to fall. Not a lot, but just a little bit. Yeah, and the closer I get to home, I think the worse the rain is going to get. So, it's going to be fun. Yeah, and let's see. How far am I from Red Deer? There we go. So, Red Deer, I am 26 kilometers from Red Deer. So, yeah, you'd think. Although the gauge is starting to creep up again, which I don't like. Like, again, I think it's just a calibration of the gauge, so... And I am not going to be pulling this thing over and, checking it out in the middle of a freaking rainstorm. So, yeah. Ooh, brightness. Oh, okay, that's what that was. I was like, what the? I'm not on the rumble strips, what the heck? They had some rumble strips actually on the road instead of like on the shoulder. That's kind of weird. Like, and that's the one thing, like, this motor, it's a good motor. I know that. Like, I haven't, like, I think my next video that I want to put out on the channel is an overall health check of this car. Just check out the plugs, because, these are new plugs. Check out the compression, make sure that's all good. And, just do a sort of overall health check like that, right? And if the plugs happen to be black, okay, let's, do something about that. So that piece of tire is still there from the retread. Because I passed that retread earlier, except for it's no longer... stupid thing. Keep losing connection here on the highway. You know what? I might have to find a bathroom. Because, yeah, I'm not feeling amazing. And as you can see, God, when people have their lifted trucks and they don't properly angle their headlights, really annoying. Very annoying. Yeah, see, and there should be... gas station coming up pretty soon. Well, actually, Red Deer's coming up, so I can stop at a gas station in Red Deer, I think. Maybe get some gas while I'm there, too. Actually, I'll make it on the gas I have. Just annoying with this damn sensor, or this damn gauge. kilometers ahead, I can stop there and yeah, just find a bathroom. As it gets darker, I know the quality of the video will get worse. So actually, I think I'll just call the live stream here, to be honest. You know, it's been almost an hour. I'm approaching Red Deer soon, and I need to stop to go to the bathroom. So, anyways, I thank you all for watching the live stream, keeping me company. You know what? It's only just over an hour to home from here, so yeah, should be okay. Again, it's not that late. Like it's 10 o'clock right now. Like I'll be home sometime around 11:30. So yeah, again, not too terrible. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and yeah, thank you for keeping me company. And I'll talk to you again soon.